Test, test, test. It works. Oh, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Ronnie Show. So glad you could be with us here this afternoon. It is a Wednesday afternoon. It's a bit of a snowy one here in Sioux Falls, for sure. It hasn't been snowing real hard, but it's snowing and it's blowing, so that's even better. So yeah, gosh, I am like really tired today. So if I sound like I have like no energy, that's why, because I am just super tired. To be quite honest with you, today was quite a long, exhausting day. But hey, it's the middle of the week, so I only have 2 more days left to go, and it's going to be the shortest 2 weeks in terms of class. So or 2 days because I have the least amount of classes on Thursday and even less Friday because I have two tomorrow and then one Friday. So once I get past those, I'm done for the week. So yeah, but kind of going back to last night because that's how we do it here on this show. Kind of talk about what's happened the last 24 hours since we've been on the air. Um, I didn't do much last night. Obviously, like I said, we had the Musketeer Coaches show last night, so I listened to that. And then my high school's women's or girls basketball team, they are in, well, now, in fact, they're heading to state, so whoopee us. Can't wait for that. So yeah, and then of course the boys play tomorrow night, but it's semifinal, so they still have to win another game in order to make it on to state. We'll see if they do or not. Although I'm pretty confident they will, obviously. So yeah. Other than that, that's really all I did last night. And then today, it's like I said in the opening, it's been, excuse me, kind of a long day. So I got up this morning, I went to class, and after that, I came back and sorry. After that, normally I would take a nap because I don't have another class until 1 o'clock. So normally I would take a nap, but I didn't. And that's probably why I'm as tired as I am because I didn't take a nap. um, but I'm experimenting. As most of you know, the last couple of weeks I've been experimenting with a new sleep routine, like a sleep schedule, and yeah. So I'm trying to figure out if maybe if I don't take a nap, I'll get like more sleep. I don't know. We'll see, obviously, but I found this video the other day, or I don't know if it was like a meme or like I don't know, somebody was complaining that it's kind of like you're tired all throughout the day because you had to wake up early and maybe you went to sleep late. Excuse me. See, that's what I'm talking about. Maybe you went to sleep late and, like I said, you're tired. But then when you go to bed, like, it's almost like you're not even tired. Like, it's weird. My body is like that for sure. But I don't know why it does that. But, that's just the way things operate sometimes. So yeah, we'll see. Hopefully, I can get through the rest of the day. But we will see. I don't have really any. Oh wait, yes I do. We do have something planned for tonight, actually. But what I did in between then and my class was that I, obviously prepared. We got a big weekend of programming this upcoming weekend here on RVN, so I worked on that. Excuse me, and yeah, that's basically all I did. I worked on a couple of other projects that I have going on right now, and that kind of leads us to right now, basically. Although today, during one of my classes, we had like a majors and minors fair is what they called it. Now, basically what it was is that we just got to explore different majors and minors and things like that, just to see, what's happening, basically. And obviously, if you know me, I already pretty much know what I want to do. I think it was mainly targeted for those who, like, don't know what their major is. or anything like that. But, obviously, all of you know that I do. I have that all figured out. So, my big grandioso plan. So, although I'm fortunate because not a lot of people my age do have a plan. So, can't complain about that, really. Um, So I went to that. I went to one mate. Well, because we had to, because now we have to write a reflection about it. So for class. So it was almost like you had to go, or else you had to do like a makeup assignment, and that's no fun. So, although they did have it prepared in case we would have to do that, but I don't know. So yeah, I went to the history one, and that was interesting, so to say. I mean, if y'all know me well, I like history, and mainly the last like 75 years, like post World War II history. I'm most interested in. Um, but any history is good history as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, and then in my college, they started this new minor called brewing and fermentation. So I went to that. A lot of people went to that. In fact, we had to do like a little survey right before we went to the fair based on what major interests you, what minor interests you. Like you had to pick one major and one minor, and you didn't have to go to it, but it was just to give like a general idea like where to place people in terms of like classrooms and things like that. And that brewing and fermentation, that was the number one minor everybody chose. So it was just I mean, I'm not really all that surprised, to be quite honest with you. I think the people who are organizing it weren't all that surprised by it either. Um, so yeah, I mean, it was okay. I mean, the main professor for that, she's cool. She's cool. So I don't know if I'll actually do it or not, but I doubt I will actually, to be quite honest. But I enjoyed learning it, learning about it. That's all. uh, well, in fact, my roommate, he actually has a minor in that, so he's minoring in that. So good for him, I guess. um, which I kind of find interesting because he's majoring in biology. So I don't know how exactly those two would go hand in hand, but don't ask me. I might be smart, but I'm not that smart. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much been what my day was like. I basically got back here. In fact, I actually thought about taking. I actually thought about taking like a short nap before I came on the air here this afternoon, but then I was just like, eh, eh. um, whoops, that's not what I want to do. I'm trying to log into my email because I found an interesting one. Verify it's you. Great. There, that should work. Work. Oh, well, I just got this email yesterday. Oh, yeah, so spring break, obviously. That's coming up for me next Friday. And I get a week off. 9 days, officially, including the weekends. So, yeah, in fact, I'm just looking because I thought, was it in this email or shoot? I don't know. I'll have to go and look for it. But I'll worry about that later. But anyway, coming up now for the rest of the day, we'll kind of transition into that now because that's how the show works. uh, so basically, as you know, tonight we'll have some NBA action, Oklahoma City and Detroit. That must have gotten flexed. I didn't even know about it until Monday that the game had gotten flexed. So, because it was Golden State and Memphis there at first, but then it got flexed to that. So I really got to pay closer attention to that. I really honestly do. But I think because I have like not like a calendar, but like a list of all the games we broadcast here. And obviously, like, I created this in what, November, December, somewhere in there, because basically from September through December, besides Musketeers hockey, we only do like football. Like that's it. There might be the rare occasion where we might throw in like an NBA game or an NHL game or something like that in there. But then after starting in January, even though we're still basically in football season, we like to add on, all those other sports I was just talking about. So I usually craft the schedule in about November and December. So it largely remains unchanged, but we might have to like add some dates and things like that. So yeah, I really should. Although we did do a Ronnie show during the 12 Days of Christmas on like how we picked all the games we do on here, because as you know, every weekend we're always doing something, broadcasting some game of some sort. So yeah, we did like a whole video based upon that. We might have to do another one like that again, but I don't know. We'll just have to figure it out. I am tired. Gosh. See, that's the thing. I'm like not tired all day long, but then when I get back, like, yeah, sure, I'm exhausted. I don't have as much energy, but then when I start talking, that's when I start yawning. Like, and you've seen that here on this channel where I talk and I talk, and then like I yawn in between some of my sentences, and I'm like, I don't yawn at all throughout the day, but now I'm doing it now. It's just like, come on. You could do it at any other time. You just had to choose now. What the heck is going on with my hair right here? What the hell? It's almost like I have bedhead, but I brush it every morning, so like I shouldn't have bedhead, but I do, I guess. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Growing out my hair the way I'm doing it, it's kind of all over the place, and that's okay. That is definitely okay. Although that looks even worse than it was, so let's maybe switch it back to that. Because I'm trying to like grow it out to like right around here, like just a little past my shoulders. It feels like it's taken forever to do, I'll tell you that much, but it's just the way it is, I guess. Can't really control that, unfortunately, but what can we do? What can I do? Nothing. So, yeah, and then after that, until tomorrow's show, it'll just be class, and that's about it, to be quite honest. So, yeah, thank you all so much for joining us here this afternoon. A little bit of a shortened episode, just about a minute shorter than it usually is. But, yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you all here tomorrow, same time, same place. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.